get us started now. The kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Seattle. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20. Further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Balled it to 26, second and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 37. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. No score after one on EA Sports.
Come on. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down. Smith and Walker with it over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
From the gun, it's Walker. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
19 Lions.
From the 38, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw is Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. Boston, a man in motion left. On second down, this is Harris. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Now Pickett. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run again with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. It's complete to Watt. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even. Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Ready?
2nd and 8. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. A give for Walker running right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line.
18 Rattler.
They snap it to Smith. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Pickett now on first down. He's got this to Pickens. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He finds his man Johnson. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw, Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, are coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 sites, 19 sites.
Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Pickett to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now it's Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they complete it, and stop the clock in the end. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50. Buffalo 18.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.